Guys, we're fucking back. It's episode 25 of the Fake Fans Podcast, season 2. Holy shit. It's been
a month?
Over a month. Over a month? We could finally tell people we're back.
Yeah, we're
Holy
back.
Fuck. We're fucking back. Dude, how you been?
Yeah.
You good?
I've been doing... Dude, so this year, like last year, I didn't do much because I was super depressed.
Right.
This year, I didn't do much because I've been like on the health grind for most of the year. So like a lot of my like... People were like, oh, he's more off the grid. I'm like, yeah, I'm off the grid because like I'm just working out and like eating healthy and shit like that. And it's boring. It's hella boring. It's not even worth it.
You're on a different grind.
I just want to eat like pizza and like carbs.
I had pizza today.
God.
I'm gonna be honest. We had raid day today. Heroic Never Bar with my community, and we could not kill Ansorex still. But we're getting there. But I did order a pizza. I got Detroit style meat lovers with a side of ranch. So fucking good. It was amazing.
And let's remind our viewers what our podcast is about.
Oh, right. Okay. So like if you're new here or like got hit with a concussion and you kind of forgot what this is about, this is a mostly weeb, anime, manga, personal interests podcast,
right,
for me and Scarra.
Yeah.
So welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. And yeah,
this is technically our second season. We ended our first season and we're still working around some stuff for the second season. You might see a different layout in a lot every time you watch an episode. It could be new. We
have a vision. We definitely have a vision for this. Why are you looking at me like that? We have a vision.
We do have a vision. And the first thing that happens in our vision...
Cut that out, okay? We have a vision,
yeah,
right?
we have a vision.
We have a vision.
First thing in our vision is this guts blanket that you brought for the table. It's amazing. It's a blanket of just guts. And it so happens that I also have something that's guts right here.
What? Oh, holy shit!
So, let's talk about guts. I forgot this in our house when we moved, and this is actually Peter's. So I decided to rebuy it for him, and it's been waiting in my room, and I've been waiting for our second season to start. So we're back, and you're reunited with your lovely gut statue.
Literally every night I like lay in bed wishing the worst upon OTV and Scarra specifically, because I just think about how I lost my beautiful guts figure during the move. But now that it's back, no more curses. So yeah.
So how have you been? It's been about a month. Anything happened in your life?
Well,
new girlfriend?
The fuck? No new girlfriend. 2 new kittens.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah,
I got 2.
That's awesome.
What the fuck, dude? New girlfand. Anita's gonna beat your ass for that.
She won't even see this. Don't worry about it.
She actually watches every episode.
I know.
She watches every episode on release.
Oh,
like
God.
Literally release day. I'll walk by her office and I'll hear my stupid fucking voice and your stupid fucking voice talking about stupid fucking shit. Hopefully not trashing on Jujutsu Kaisen for the 11th time.
Yeah. We're done with that.
We're done with that.
It's a season where do not bring it up ever.
Yeah. We're never bring. If we ever bring up Jujutsu Kaisen ever again, unless it's like glowing praise, we will do something stupid. He will cosplay as Gojo Satoru, and I will be the guy that's shirtless. I
want to be
the bro.
Choso.
You want to be Choso?
Yeah, he's cool.
Oh, Choso is cool. Wait, who would I be? Can I be Nanami? No, I'm not cool enough for Nanami.
No, you got it.
I'm not cool enough for Nanami.
You got it.
Okay, can I be completely honest?
Yeah.
I kind of forgot what Nanami does. I just remember that he has to like cut people in like a specific way.
Yeah, it's like the 3/5 law or something.
Yeah.
It might be something else. But it's like a certain
he could only
percentage. You have to cut like halfway through, or like
and it's like a crit basically.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Okay, something like that. All I know is Nanami's fucking cool, and I know a lot of my friends who are into anime were really fucking sad when certain things happen. Wait, should I not say that? Is that spoilers?
It's been out long enough. There's no.
Has it been out long enough?
There's no way we're gonna do spoilers in the first episode, man. We were talking about just what we've been doing.
Oh yeah, true. How did we get here? Anyway, yes,
2 new cats,
2 new kittens. So. We got a Siberian kitten. Her name is Koguma, which is Korean for a sweet potato because she's orange, like a sweet potato.
That's cute.
She's really cute. She's feral, though. Or she's not actually feral, but she exhibits feral behavior. Like, she'll grab food in her mouth, goes to some, like, really discreet location to finish eating it. And after she's, like, done eating, if there's any food remaining, she'll, like, grab her food mat and cover the food bowl with it. Never seen anything like it. So it's really interesting and like funny and cute. And she also has like a little scraggly eye. Like one of her eyes doesn't open as wide as the other. So I don't know. I just think she's really fucking cute. And like she's like a really quirky personality.
Okay.
And then there's Nini, which is short for
Nini.
Thunini, which is
Thunini.
his full name is Thunini Pumpkini Hobak Sean Park. Yeah.
Why did you name it after Sean?
Because Sean specifically said he wanted us to name that kitten after him. So
You're not kidding.
No, I wasn't kidding. So Anita said his full. Well, I didn't know that he had the rest of that fucking name. I didn't know his full name was Thunini Pumpkini Hobak.
I feel
Park.
like you just cursed me. Like I just got cursed by a spell.
Yeah, right? No, but that's his full name.
Okay.
Thunini Pumpkini Hobak Sean Park. Anyway, he's like a designer kitten breed, apparently.
Oh.
He's like half Persian, half Munchkin, which is the same breed that Leslie
Sounds
has.
cute.
Boozley
Yes.
has. Cute, but it's funny because like even though he's half Persian, he doesn't have a flat face. He has like a normal looking face. And then even though he's a Munchkin, his legs are like actually like pretty average normal size. So he doesn't really exhibit a lot of the physical traits that either of half of his designer breeds, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you love them.
Yeah. No, they're
I
super cute.
I
So
thought you were getting one new cat.
we were going to. So here's what happened. For Anita's birthday, I put her down on I reserved a kitten for her, or I waitlisted for a kitten from the same person I got Peepo from, my first cat. And the breeder was saying like, oh, we don't actually expect to get a kitten in that color because she wanted an orange cat. She's like, well, we don't expect to really get like a kitten in that color. They're very rare. It's probably not going to happen, but like it might take like a year or two or longer. And I was like, oh, that's fine. It's okay. And I was like, we're not in a rush to get a kitten anyway. It's just like, if it happens, it happens. Anita's friend's friend happened to have an extra kitten, Nini, and she was like, oh my God, he's so cute. Can we have it? I was like, all right, I'm down. So I got her that kitten. And literally the day after we paid the deposit for that kitten, the breeder that I was in contact with told me, oh, there actually is an orange Siberian. So did you want it or not? And I was like, oh, we're probably not going to get it. And then I saw the photos and I was like, oh, she's got a little scraggly eye. She's so cute. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to show Anita, like she's probably going to.
She's not going to say no.
No, I thought she was going to say no. I was like, oh, baby, by the way, we got off the wait list for the orange one. We probably shouldn't because we're already getting Nini. She's like, yeah, you're probably right. Can I just see what she looks like anyway? I was like, sure. And I showed her. She's like, we have to get her. We have to.
Are they kittens?
They're kittens.
Oh.
So, what was it? So Koguma, the orange Siberian, was born in June, and then Nini was born in July.
Oh, so it's like less than a year.
Yeah, definitely less than a year. So it's like 5 and 6 months.
You're actually a cat household.
We're a cat household. We have 4 cats now.
That is crazy.
And what's the best part is that they actually all get along. They all.
Oh, that's great.
We were really worried that because introducing cats could be just like giga gotcha random. Like we just don't fucking know if they're gonna get along at all, and it might be like a really long introductory period. But they were actually really curious about each other like from the jump, and we were able to introduce them really quickly, and they just all get along really well. It took a little longer for Koguma to like integrate just because she's like, she's exhibiting feral behavior. She's more into just like doing her own thing. But now she just plays with everyone. It's super fucking cute.
Oh, you guys have been pretty busy.
No, dude, we are just the amount of dishes we do every day to like dishes because we are just constantly cycling like these like the different bowls with their different cat food and then like cleaning them and then bringing out new ones and just like it's just every day so many dishes we have to clean through. So it's a lot, and Anita sometimes is overwhelmed, and we also have a lot of litter boxes to clean now. So it's a lot.
You guys need to get the self-automated litter box.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I actually stopped buying more of them. I still have one from when I had just people in Winter, and it was great. But I wanted to try a different type of litter box because there's different types of litter like clumping litter, non-clumping, blah 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 blah. So Jody actually recommended me a litter box that uses a pad to catch all the pee, and then the pellets just catch the shit. So it's kind of nice because the shit smells really bad, but like I would argue that the pee just overall makes it so that it just generally smells bad. Yeah. Shit will smell really bad at first, but over time the smell will go away, right? Piss just stays rank. So I actually found her litter box, which is the Purina Pro litter something. It's like green and white. Hers is really good for absorbing odor.
You know what I think about pet toys, right, or pet devices.
What about them?
I think it's crazy that we have engineers from Harvard, Stanford, Ivy League schools developing pet toys and developing things to make the scientifically like pushing every or like pet toys to the limit and pet devices.
Yeah, I believe it. I wouldn't be surprised if like the people that made like the first fucking, I don't know, like rocket ship to go to the moon like moved over to making toys or some shit, you know?
Yeah, and it's I imagine after COVID, a lot of people have pets. Like pets
yeah,
are like more huge before, but are like even more huge now.
Yeah, I mean, I was sad, lonely, single man during COVID.
Yeah,
and I was.
Now that you have Anita, you still have 4 cats.
That's also true. I mean, we're both just like cat lovers, so yeah, it's been good though.
I was gonna say I'm gonna go to your place soon, but you know I'm allergic to cats.
That sounds like a you problem. Sounds like a skill issue. Have you ever thought about not being allergic to cats?
I thought about using Claritin more. I guess is my better
just
answer.
Take more drugs.
Oh God.
Build up a fucking immunity. Don't be a pussy.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the cats have been doing well.
No, cats are doing well. The thing is, we're just like cycling vet appointments now. We're just like, examinations, make sure everything's good. Nini only has 1 descended testicle right now. So
that sounds awful. I would not want to live with 1 testicle.
It's a little complicated because it's kind of like we want to get him neutered when he's ready, but if one of his testes is like missing or like not descended yet, it becomes a more invasive procedure. So we're waiting for his nuts to drop, essentially. Yeah, we're waiting for his fucking nuts to drop before we can neuter him.
Oh, that's a good one.
You know, the photo that you use for Twitch with the helmet. I fucking love that.
It's from such a funny situation. So. Way back when we first started OTV, we got approached by a sponsor, a laptop sponsor. Like they wanted to help promote like a laptop, and we're like, "Hey, are you okay with a PUBG theme?" And they're like, "Yeah, we love PUBG." So we did a little skits with shooting guns, fake blood, all that stuff, popping pills like they do in PUBG. And then we sent it to them, and they're like, "Ooh, we don't really like the blood." And I was like, "You know what? That's fair. That's fair." We sent it to them back, and they're like, "Ooh, I don't know about
the blood,
the pills." And then I realized at the very end, they're like, "We didn't really want violence." And I was like, "We never released this ad for a sponsor. I don't even think we ever got paid for it." But we had the full recorded video of me like wearing a full military outfit with a helmet, dropping down into the ground, popping pills, fake shooting stuff, and then finding a PUBG crate with the laptop in it, and it just never went live. Wait, that's the one remaining thing from that. My Twitch thumbnail is me with a helmet on.
Has anyone ever seen the footage? Are you allowed to show the footage?
I don't know where it is. It's lost in time now. It's actually lost in time.
That's such a bummer.
But yeah, the last month for me has been. Oh, at the end of the year, all like people who do YouTube or do Twitch, the rates for your ads are the highest. So if you're a streamer or if you're a YouTuber, you get paid more CPM for the last years of the month. It's based on spending habits.
That's just how it works. Like companies will just put more ad dollars out for the Q4.
And on top of that, sponsors have to get rid of all of their sponsor money by the end of the year. It's for their books. I don't really know why, but that's what happens. So a lot of them are willing to throw around large amounts of money at the end of the year. And so I was pretty free. And then all of a sudden, like we're stacking OTV shoots because a lot of us are going on holidays. I have this, and then I have a bunch of sponsors. And the last month has just been me like tackling that cycle over and over again, essentially.
Yeah, so that's been kind of what's been happening to me too. I'm just hella busy, both like taking care of the kids, but also like taking on last minute sponsors.
Yeah,
like so many companies are like, "Oh, we actually need one more person for this campaign."
No,
they will contact me like the day before.
Yeah,
and I'll be like, "Oh fuck yeah, I'm down."
Yeah, because you're like, well, I'm not gonna turn down thousands of dollars.
Exactly.
Like and it's also a lot of times like something you would play anyways.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But it just like I had the free schedule the last month, like the month before the last month, and then I go into these months and my schedule is just full. And this is the last podcast we're able to shoot before I fly out to Austin.
I saw the video. Yeah. I saw the fucking video. Like, if you guys come back from this, I'll fly to Austin. And then I stopped the video. I was like, there's still 20 more minutes left to this video.
So we did an OTV Fear Pong shoot with OTK. They flew in from Austin, and to keep it spicy, it was like 1 cup versus 7 left, and we were winning by a landslide. I was like, look, if you guys make this, I'll fly to Austin. I'll be on all your streams. Well, it turns out they won it. They epic comeback because you know what? I blame my team. But I decided to still honor the agreement, and I'm flying out to Austin for a couple days.
Yeah, that was such a banger video. But I gotta also say that was the first video from OTV in a long time that made me actually physically nauseous.
Oh yeah,
Some of the shit that you guys consumed was the witch's brew that you drank.
It was so bad.
That was terrible.
It was the worst thing I've ever drank in my life.
Like, I was surprised that you didn't catch Megavid from that shit, because that was bad. That was so fucking bad. But yeah, if you haven't watched the OTV Fear Pong video with OTK, highly recommend
There's
watching it.
some disgusting
It's
things on
fucking
there.
gross, though.
Yeah.
Like, do not eat before watching or during it. So, yeah, good video. Do you have a plan for Austin?
I've been reaching out, and like I have a couple of streams planned. I'm going to Alveus and going to Maya
that's
Sanctuary.
awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's really cool.
And then I have something to do with Emily, extra Emily.
Mm-hmm.
While I'm out there, she just said like, "You will show up for a stream." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Didn't tell me many details, and I'm like,
I'm worried.
whatever.
I'm concerned.
No, I think it's cool. I think it's nice to get out of my bubble a little bit. And I've always wanted to visit Austin, so I'm like, the only problem is like I'm going to Austin, straight back to another OTV shoot, straight back into like 5 rest days, but really it's like 3 sponsorships, and then I'll leave.
Okay, well, I think getting out is cool, but I'm just worried that Emily's gonna make you like cook a sewer steak or something like that.
Honestly, it's fine. I'll do it for the content,
For
and
the
you
content?
know that's
Okay.
why I like a lot of the OTK people, because they'll just do anything for content.
Yeah, they'll just do the content. Like,
Yeah.
I have to hats off to them. They fucking pump out a lot of collab content.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Have you been watching? Okay, have you been watching anything since in the last month though?
Watching the only anime show I've been watching is DANDADAN, to be honest. Like DANDADAN, but I gotta say I have a different TV show obsession that I've had. It's called Culinary Class Wars on Netflix.
God,
listen,
not the Korean one.
Listen. I have always been a food content
Yeah.
enjoyer. You know this about me.
Yeah.
And I've also, okay, I'm gonna sound like a motherfucking hipster, okay?
Yeah.
I have been a fan of Edward Lee. He's like the American Chef Testant, and he was one of the people that really blew up from this show, because a lot of people really enjoyed his like take on being like a Korean American like chef, his identity, etc. Like how he tries to like, you know, show his identity on the plate, and like people were just really liked his personality. And he was very memeable. I've been a fan of that guy since I saw him as a contestant on Top Chef season 8 or 9, and that was like 11 years ago.
I can't fact check you on this right now.
Yeah.
So can't call you fake, but that is
Listen,
crazy that you're gonna pull the hipster
I
card
followed
here.
Edward Lee when that guy had like 40K followers on Instagram.
How much does he have now?
He has like 600K.
Oh,
He blew the fuck up
Oh.
after that show.
just
Like,
that show, nothing.
just
else.
that show. I mean,
Oh.
well, he's really well known because he's like a well known celebrity chef from Kentucky.
Oh,
So like if you're into the food scene, like
You
he's
know
pretty
him.
well known. Like he released like several books. Some of them won him like James Beard Awards and stuff. Like he won Iron Chef. Like if you are interested in any like food content, like you probably be at least aware of who he is.
okay.
So I actually learned about the show because he posted an Instagram story like saying like, "Hey, I'm gonna be on this program on Netflix." And it was really interesting because I've only seen him on like American stuff, like Top Chef,
Oh.
Master Chef, etc.
So you're
Right?
saying this show's good?
The show's good. The show is good. The show, I of all the like kind of like Korean variety survival shows I've seen on Netflix, like including like Physical 100, like I enjoyed this one the most. A lot of people are gonna like kind of be a little back and forth on how like they structured like some of the competitions, but overall I think they did a really good job, and I think a lot of the personalities that were kind of like there to like towards the end were like really likable, and yeah, just like there's a lot of I highly recommend you watch it. I think it's good. I think it's
Okay.
good.
I'm more interested in the second thing that you said.
What was the second thing?
Dan.
Oh, you're
Okay.
talking.
So before we stopped season 1, but before we stopped, we've been hyping up this
Yeah.
anime forever. We
Yes.
went to Anime Expo. We
Mhm.
saw the very, very first episode there,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were like, "You guys gotta watch it."
Mhm.
And then it came out, and I've been watching it in my household. We have Dan Thursdays, which actually this week we didn't watch it because we were doing sponsor stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like I've been watching it every Thursday with my household, and I'm gonna be honest, they didn't like it. The first episode came out, they all looked at me and they're like, "Yo, what hentai you get us to watch?" And I'm like,
Yo, honestly, I saw
Yo.
this coming though. Like we both saw this coming.
No, the first episode, man, I don't know, man. And then the second episode, like they're not really into it. And then the was it the
I think it's third episode where people were so like, okay, I get it. Like,
the chase?
the Turbo Witch chase,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So the Turbo Granny,
A Turbo Granny, sorry.
without too many spoilers, the third episode, was where it really caught on to people. I think people were very happy to see it, and the way it was animated was just beautiful.
So good.
They had like such a good chase scene in that one. I was very excited to show it off. One of the greatest things about that show is they change clothes a lot. I don't know if you noticed this.
Well, no, absolutely. Like I actually thought that from the beginning, Yukinobu was like really, really good at just like the drip.
Yeah,
The drip. Like even if like they don't show it in like the actual episodes themselves, you'll see like a lot of his promotional art that they're just like drip the fuck out. They look so sick.
It's crazy that I've seen like 4 outfit changes in one episode. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And I think it's just cool. And like, it wasn't really able to go, like, we weren't able to really experience that till the 3rd episode. And the funniest thing is, Sid was like, yo, I'm locked in. The 3rd episode's sick. I love this anime. Let's go watch it. 4th episode comes out. It's romance. For like most of the episode, it's like slice of life school romance. And she's just sitting there being like, oh.
You mean I fuck with that shit? Like me and Anita were like we're watching the episode. We're like, oh, this is cute. You get to see that romantic development because I feel like the romantic development in the manga wasn't as straightforward. If my perception of the manga, like during that time, was that like, oh, like she's like warming up to him as a friend, you know. But I think the anime made it really clear, like she was really into it. She was into him, yeah. And I thought that was cute. I liked it.
No, I thought it was cute too. But I could tell like, the people in the room I was with were just like, where's my turbo granny action?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I am so sorry, man. That's like, it's like a good show has to have layers.
Yeah, it's like, it's the, you know what? DANDADAN is the Shawshank Redemption of anime. I'll just say it. It's got everything. It's got humor. It's got romance. Wait, Shawshank doesn't have romance. You know what I'm saying, though. It's a masterpiece.
I'm going to go with that. Yeah, it's a masterpiece.
Listen. Okay, I'm not actually going to say that. Okay, I don't actually think DANDADAN is the Shawshank Redemption of anime.
No, let's say with that. I like that.
No,
like
but you know what I mean when I say that,
yeah,
though, right? Like, it hits on multiple genres really well.
Yeah, no, we're going to get canceled for sure for that.
We're going to get canceled for sure. 100%. I'm fucking done.
And, I guess that's what I've been watching, too. That's literally the only thing I've been watching the last month where, like, I sit down with my housemates on the day of the release. I'm like, bro, we're watching this together. And
I will confess, though, I'm not caught up. I still need to watch one more episode before I'm caught up. But this is like the best I've ever been in terms of being caught up with an anime.
Same.
Because I generally speaking will be like, I'll forget like for like a month and then like binge all the episodes in like one sitting or something like that.
All right.
But this one's good. I think they did a good job. I kind of forgot how slow the kind of beginning of DANDADAN story could be. But I do like the slow parts. Like I like the romantic development. I like all that stuff.
It feels weird because a lot of shows nowadays are really, really fast to have like slow moments. I definitely feel like I remember we grilled another anime for having slow moments. What was it? The Super
Sentai. Yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, that first episode was a snoozer.
Yeah, it was. But I think that honestly, it's paced really well, and I love how quirky it is. It does give me that Fully Cooley vibe. When I was younger, I love Fully, and then like they had like a later release came back, but I never watched that.
Never watched that either.
It's not great,
but it doesn't go full quirk.
Yeah.
And
I think that like the best way to describe it is like it's a ghost and alien story, and anything can happen.
And also, just dude, the opening is so fucking good.
Yeah. Whenever we skip it,
I fuck with it.
Yeah, it's Toast. It's all like we have to play it, and then I think someone skipped it this week, and Toast just gave them the dirty eye. I'm like, yeah,
it's good. Have you heard Iron Mouse's cover?
No,
it's so good.
Really?
I'm actually genuinely impressed. I'm gonna just say it. Sometimes when I hear creator covers of songs, I kind of like, oh, this is good for a creator cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
But like Iron Mouse's cover, I was like, oh, this is just like genuinely good. Like I know she's a vocalist, but I was like,
she's got a real opera.
Oh yeah.
Like, she's got some.
She's the Shakira of VTubers.
You're really looking for any way to stretch our YouTube title today.
She's my Shakira. Okay.
You know what? Yeah. You know what? I'll take that. I will take that one.
No, but she's her cover is really fucking good. So I was genuinely impressed. I was like, not that I'm saying like I thought it was gonna be bad, but like this was something like I could like put on the playlist. So yeah.
Oh,
like it was good.
Anything I record cannot go on.
Hey, I heard like, aren't you like doing vocal lessons or something like that?
Yeah, I could say that. Yeah.
Is that? Oh shit.
No. We're doing vocal lessons for something.
Okay.
And it'll be shown later, probably this year and so. I'm excited. I'm
excited too.
I've never done something like this before, and it is definitely something that is going to be surprise and even astound a couple people, including myself. So I am very excited for people to see it. It's something that I'm like, okay, I cannot wait.
I like have this vision of you where you're wearing like a full opera like tuxedo, and like you just like do like the most compelling like rendition of Conte Partido, or you know the song that Ludwig sang, like Conte Partido, you know that song?
Oh
Yeah.
I've never heard the title of it.
Yeah, that one. I feel like you should sing that.
I don't have the vocal range to even challenge that piece.
Use AI. Fuck it. Everyone's doing it now.
Oh no!
I'm just kidding. We do not condone the use of generative AI here. But
Dude,
anyway,
we were eating with BB No Money the other day.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right. I flexed that.
okay, he just fucking like eats for
Yeah,
BB no money,
yeah.
like whatever.
But no, it's because we stole him for the OTV podcast. So
Okay, cool.
He invited we all went out for dinner, and he was just talking to Lily, and Lily and them were talking about how like it's hard to distinguish AI stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just getting better. We're like they're kind of getting, I don't know about phased out, but it definitely feels like it's definitely in the industry for sure.
I think it just feels hella bad because at the end of the day, most people don't really care about ethics.
Yeah.
And people care about how much things cost. And at the end of the day, I do think that AI generative stuff will be cheaper than like stuff that's handmade.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, but like it's not gonna be as good as like something that's handmade, which is true, which is absolutely true. But like I don't think a lot of people are gonna care if they could get like 70 to 80% of what they're looking for in a product.
Look, fast food is one of the biggest businesses in the United States.
Right.
I get it. You know, so it doesn't have to be good quality wise.
Yeah.
It just has to be fast.
Which fucking sucks because like all I want to do is reward art like hardworking artists for their incredible art.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking like reward this shitty behavior where these fucking assholes just like make a slightly better version of their AI tool, you know?
You know, of all the movies and like media I've seen that where it's like, okay, robots are gonna take over the world. We're seeing D-Day with Terminator, all this shit. We never got to the point where like art was the main discussion point, or replacing, like it was like replacing people's jobs, but not like the artists or like the singers. It was like,
I thought the point of AI was to replace the mundane jobs so we could just like be able to pursue the arts more freely. You know what I mean?
Nah, they're here for the arts.
Yeah, they're here for the fucking arts.
So that we could slave away more.
It's capitalism. But yeah, I don't know. Whatever. I think me and Scarra,
We've
like,
talked about this.
I don't want to say that like we're known for like being patrons of the arts, but I will say that like we love artists, we love art, you know, and it really sucks to see that more and more of like implementation of AI is like it's so common now that it's like driving me fucking insane. But yeah, it is what it is. I guess I'll just have to. I'm just gonna continue commissioning artists and doing my part. But yeah,
doing your part.
Doing my part. You know what else I've been watching?
What?
Or what I watched in theaters? Look Back. It's on in theaters.
Look Back.
Yeah. You know what that is, right?
Let me
Chainsaw Man?
No,
God damn it.
Let me think for a second. You're talking about Look Back. Like this?
Oh my god. Look at that.
He didn't even know I had this.
Okay, well, to be fair, you gave me the fucking lead paint stare for like 5 seconds. I wasn't sure if you knew what the fuck I was talking about. You're just like, Look Back.
So I actually brought this.
Uh-huh.
For our second episode we're going to record today.
Oh, shit, okay.
But it's really funny that you said that, and I was like, there's no way he brought this up.
Yeah, Anita and I watched Look Back in theaters. I cried. We cried.
It's out in Amazon Prime yesterday.
Oh, yeah, it's apparently it's free on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Anita and I watched it. I was bawling. It was really well done. I didn't know. I was a little doubtful of like how.
I'm surprised. Okay, so it's by Chainsaw Man author.
Mm-hmm.
It's a ridiculously long one shot.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking like, is it triple digit pages? I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And so I heard he wrote it in like on his break. Takes these breaks where he just writes like a ridiculous one shot. And I'm surprised they translated it so well into a movie.
No, like it was just like it's like probably one of the best things I've seen in theater this year. Well, to be fair, I haven't seen that many things in theater.
That's fair.
But like it was just so good.
I was gonna watch it in the safety of my home, in my temple.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for it to come into,
Yeah.
Amazon Prime. So it is here. And I'm planning on watching it soon. TM.
It's not that long. I think it's like just over an hour.
So
like
it's not like a full hour. 30.
It's not a full hour 30.
Okay.
It's really fucking good. I just remember like at the end credits, just sniffles everywhere. Like everyone's like, and like you just hear like people like wiping their tears next to you and stuff. I was definitely one of those fucking people. Anita is a I fucking hate her because she knows when I'll cry in a movie.
Yeah.
By the way, it's not that hard to make me cry in a movie. Shit makes me cry. You know those Filipino those advertisements in the Philippines where someone's dad dies and they do some kind of thing and they have like a full on story plot for some like insecticide. I swear to God. But like that shit makes me cry every time. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like, yeah, they'll have like a full-on fucking Asian drama happen in the span of like 3 minutes. That's like a fucking tearjerker, and they like advertise like this brand of yogurt. I don't know how the fuck they do it every time, but it gets me.
That's kind of hilarious.
But yeah, look back, I was sobbing. It was so like emotionally moving to me. Even me thinking about that movie is making me like my eyes glisten a little bit right now. So it was just that good. I just didn't think they would be able to translate that short story into such a good movie.
And they did.
The scene where she's like running in the rain, so good.
Can you
Iconic.
compare it to another movie that I've heard about recently? Have you seen Joker 2?
You know, no. I haven't seen Joker 2. I haven't.
Okay. I have been hearing about this movie and how I've heard, and I quote, stuff about this movie where it's like, I don't think the director wanted to make a good movie. And I'm just like, what does that mean? And so I'm so curious because I have to go watch it now because it's being hyped up as so bad and not a fun bad, just like a pretty bad. And I found out it's a musical.
It's a musical.
And I'm like, where did what the?
Yeah, I heard it's a musical. I also heard that during the promotional run for this movie, a lot of the actors, including I think Joaquin Phoenix, they like can't keep a straight face. They're just like they just know it's shit, and they show that. You know what I mean? You know when that happens sometimes.
I heard there was the first showing of it, and they had videotapes of the main actors talking about it, and they were like saying it was terrible. They're mouthing it was terrible. Someone just like was like, "Yeah, I made it out."
Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those situations where I wonder if like they just don't know how the movie's going to turn out because they're only acting in it, right? They don't really get to see like the production aspect of it until it's like fully done and on theaters. Because I'm assuming, you know, all those famous people that got into the fucking live action version of Cats. You know,
Cats is the
dude. They had like Taylor Swift,
yes,
and Sir Ian McKellen, Judy. So many fucking famous actresses and actors.
The thing about getting famous people to do stuff is you use the names of other famous people as like bait. It's like, oh, you want to do a movie? We have Taylor Swift, and people are like, oh, Taylor's doing it. Like, I guess I'll do it. And like, this works for sponsorships as well. So like, I've been on the receiving end of like someone being like, oh, hey, Lily and Toast are gonna do it. You want to do it? I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I want to do it. And then they'll be like, oh, actually, Lily and Toast pulled out.
I've been on,
and I'll be like, I signed.
Yeah,
I can't say no.
Yeah. I've been on the receiving end of that too, where they'll be like, they know that you will be in if like certain people are on the campaign, and then it turns out those people pulled out, and then I will talk to those people. It's like, oh, I like never accepted. They just like they offered me the activation, but like I actually never said I was gonna do it for sure. So I've done that before.
But like, yeah, that movie reeks of that, where it's like, oh, you know, we got enough famous people, and there must be a lot of money, which is crazy because I don't think Cats made a lot of money.
Listen, I went with some friends. We were high as fuck.
Yeah.
And it was the worst. It was like the worst blunt rotation you could like imagine possible. That shit was a nightmare. Like, you know how things are supposed to be like funny?
Yeah.
Like funny bad? That was just like, I came out of it wishing for just like reality to end. It was so terrible. It was long. It was like 3.5 hours. Well, I'm probably exaggerating, but it was really long. It's definitely over like 2.5, I think.
I can't believe there's movies that are even 2.5 hours anymore. Like, I feel like a lot of the movies that are that long, like, they have to be like.
Well, Dune 2. Dune 2 could have been longer.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Dune 2. I mean, I think if it's a good movie, it's well paced, you can make long movies.
I guess that's true. But I definitely feel like the attention span of people, for most movies, a minute 30 is like pretty much you're nailing it. 90 minutes, you're good. Even less than 90 minutes, like an hour 20, you're pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just don't know if I have the attention span for 2.5 hour long movies unless it's like a Villanueva masterpiece, you know?
I will never watch. Well, I don't know about never, but I ever since the Titanic when I was a kid, I do not want to watch long movies.
Titties.
Yeah, I think I fell asleep during them.
During the titties?
Bro, how was I supposed to know when I was like 10?
Are you stupid?
Dude, I swear to God. I'd wake up at different points in the movie, and it was the first time as a kid that I woke up and it was still playing.
Dude, that was my first pair of like on-screen titties ever. It was like incredible. But yeah. I remember distinctly that my mom did not cover my eyes for the nudity.
Yeah.
But when people started dying, she's like, "You can't watch this part," and I'm just like,
You know
okay,
what? You know what? The respect.
Sure.
You know?
Okay.
You hide the
yeah,
blood.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep the knives away.
She didn't cover my eyes for that part where that guy fell and hit the propeller, though. You know, the donk, that super iconic donk.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was great.
Mm.
Wow. Maybe that movie fucked me up more than I thought it did. But totally random. I'm just going to add this real quick. I have been watching another TV series super fucking randomly. Sopranos.
I've heard good things.
It's so good. It's so good. It's
Really?
so good. I've just been so when I'm degenning playing World of Warcraft at night and just like doing dailies or whatever, I just have Sopranos because I've watched the entire thing already. But yeah, I was just like I was scrolling through like Max, whatever Max.com fucking dumbass name it is now. I'm just like scrolling through random shows that like I don't need to really fully pay attention to. But I just wanted to like keep me like tangentially like entertained. Probably use that word wrong. But yeah, like I landed on The Sopranos, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot how good The Sopranos is."
I never watched it.
You should watch it. It's fucking.
But I've
good.
also never watched Breaking Bad. I think that I haven't watched a lot of iconic shows. I ended up watching like a little bit of Prison Break.
You're a stupid bitch.
A little bit.
You're a stupid bitch. You watched Prison Break and not fucking.
Lost?
You're not. Okay, Lost.
Iconic. The first.
I never watched Lost.
The first episode didn't drag you in.
Well,
the first episode is I think considered one of the greatest.
I think I've seen the first episode
of all time.
I think I've seen the first episode.
The first episode of Lost is like people quote that. People like research and study that.
Yeah.
It should go in the museum.
I heard. Wait, have you seen all of Lost?
Oh, I think I saw like 3 seasons of it.
Okay.
And then they left the island, which is weird. And I just only remember, Jack, we have to go back. And then I think they did the thing that Prison Break did, where you leave the prison and all of a sudden, well, that's weird. Like, if they're no longer lost, they're no longer in prison, the title doesn't really make sense anymore. And then they start to realize, oh, we have to go back.
I want to ask, okay, for any of you listeners that are old enough to have both seen Lost and Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
which season finale, which series ended worse? Because I hear, really? I heard Lost was really bad, though. But, like, I have also not seen it, so I just don't know.
I don't remember. It's so...
It's fucking old.
Yeah. But if I remember how... You don't understand. Well, maybe you don't understand. But, like, Game of Thrones is, like, the ultimate letdown. I've never tried to host, like, a watch party or, like, watch a season with my friends until it's been that long since I've done that. DANDADAN, Game of Thrones to DANDADAN, I have never watched something because it scarred me from how bad it was.
It was. I remember when I was watching with my college friends, we already saw like the writing on the wall for how bad the season was gonna be.
Yeah,
because like we knew like, oh, this is like they made it a shorter season than usual.
But you're always hoping like, oh, it could be.
Oh, maybe they'll like do the writing so well that it wraps everything up in like X amount of episodes.
Like 8 episodes, yeah.
And they didn't. They did not. I just remember like as each episode went on, less and less people came to our watch parties.
Oh.
And then to the point where it was, I think for the finale, it was just me and my girlfriend at the time. We just watched it together and we're like, yeah, that shit was fucking ass. So, yeah.
That's crazy. You lost people on the way.
Yeah. It was bad. No, it actually felt like a battle royale sort of. Like it was just like every fucking episode, like we like lost 2 people. There's like, can't do this shit anymore.
And you didn't blame them.
Yeah.
You couldn't blame them.
It became really entertaining though to watch like the bar reactions because there were like the people would do like there would be bars that would just do like watch alongs, like watch parties at the bar.
That's cool.
And then you would just see people's reactions being like, and they would just like take like a long sip out of their beer and like put their head in their hands and shit. It was really funny. That show was entertaining.
That is. I wish there's bars like that for like anime and like random shit like just movies.
We should do that. Why don't we open a bar for weebs?
That's a genius idea, but the licensing for that is gonna kill us. But we do it illegally.
What if we do like
we
legally distinct versions of these animes in our bar to decorate like nun piece?
Nun piece. It's just
Orutan,
yeah,
Oturan,
yeah.
You know,
they would never know.
I don't know. What would we say?
Whatever happens, we're not allowed to watch anything Pokemon related because Nintendo will always know.
Oh yeah. Oh, nothing Pokemon.
Yeah,
related.
they
Absolutely
are
not.
very
okay.
like.
But if you want to buy a booster pack from the bartender, like you just slip them a crisp $5 bill. We'll just like
unironically, the TCG has been taking over people's lives.
Oh, I
Like-
heard about the
like-
new set.
Well, it's like, okay, Toast has gotten into card games. He's like, I need a hobby. I'm like, okay, cool. What are you thinking of? And we start talking, and like we're in a room with a couple people. Sid starts throwing out ideas. He's like, I don't want a hobby that touches grass. And Sid just shuts up. And I'm just sitting there being like, oh, but he's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do Pokemon TCG. So he starts watching it. He's just unboxing it like crazy. And then I started bringing up, I was like, yo, you should do One Piece. It's getting really big. And then he just buys $2,000 of One Piece booster, a case, and just starts cracking it on stream. Now he has a supplier. He told me he has a dealer. He has a guy. And he's like, yo, if you ever need anything, I got a guy. And it sounds like he's just doing drugs from his room. I could tell because he is never so animated as when he opens packs. I'm upstairs from him, and I can hear him yelling through my closet when he has the potential of hitting like a full art Pikachu
Manga
or something.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, 30-year-old men will say, I need a hobby, and pick the most fucking destructive money sink that they can find.
Yeah.
That's me too, honestly.
Like, but the thing is, it's like, dude, they got it. They got it. Pokemon just released Pocket TCG.
I've been on that shit. I must confess, I am on the fucking Pokemon TCG Pocket train.
I'm a
scumbag. I'm a piece of shit.
I've heard that the combat's like a very dumbed down version.
I'm running the Mewtwo deck. The fucking Mewtwo deck that everyone hates. I fucking net decked that shit. That's me. And I still lose.
So I've heard it's how they entryway the drugs.
Yeah.
So the way they do it is you can open the pack every 12 hours unless you subscribe.
And you get 2 packs.
Then you get 2 packs, a monthly subscription of $10. Where you get the first 2 weeks free.
Oh yeah, it's like you get a little bit of a bump.
Yeah.
Like, oh wait. Oh, that shit's real good. Give me another. Yeah, I'm on that shit.
Do you wake up every day cracking packs?
I'm not gonna lie. I forget to.
Oh.
But like I will do like right now. I probably have like 2 packs waiting for me to crack.
Oh, they like stack.
Yeah. Well, I mean they don't stack like forever. Like it was just like you will have up to 2 if you have the subscription. Now that you reminded me though, now I'm like looking at my phone like maybe I should crack some packs. Oh, you're fuck it. I'm gonna crack a pack right now. Let's see what I get. Let's see what I fucking get.
So
this is your fault.
why you're cracking it? Let me explain this. Let me explain this. Pokemon TCG came out with a pocket version of their trading card game. For people that know, Pokemon and trading card games in general in Japan are enormous. They're like a $300 million industry. Pokemon alone. And they came out with this mobile game like 2 weeks ago. It's already 30 million downloads. And it's already made them an ass load of fucking money.
I think they make $3 million no more. $15 million a day? Some shit like that. I don't know.
Anyways, they make an ass load of money.
I don't know if the camera can catch this, but I'm cracking a Charizard pack right here. Also, they read into the code. So they give you like a carousel of packs to choose from.
Yeah.
But someone analyze the code. Doesn't fucking matter which one you pick. They're all the same.
Really?
Yeah. So, okay, it's a dog shit pack. You know there's like a 0.05% chance at a dog or a god pack?
In the game?
Yeah. Yeah, so every pack you open, there's a chance that every pack or every card will be like
rare.
a giga rare. Okay, and this is my second pack because I'm still on my free trial subscription. Pause. Holding. Let's see. Garbage. Fucking garbage.
What?
Fucking dog shit.
So
terrible.
We try to be relatable.
We
try to be relatable, and I'm glad Peter really just upped the relatableness right there.
Yeah.
But don't worry, you could try again in 12 hours.
Or
he pay for more.
You could pay for more.
Always.
You could always pay for more.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, okay. So they do this thing where like you could only spend X amount of premium currency a day. They will stop you.
Oh.
There's no particular reason why I should know that.
How much is the cap per day?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. It's because I just kept spending until they stopped me. So, yeah. I want to say it's not that crazy. I want to say it's like 200 to 300 a day. I've only hit the daily cap once. I promise. I've only hit the. Oh, I have another pack for some reason.
There's no way you said it's not that crazy, and you said $200 to $300 a day.
Dog shit pack. Jeez, terrible. Fucking. I hate this fucking game.
God.
Dog shit. I didn't even get a single EX.
Okay.
You're fucking kidding.
Anyways.
So are you on this shit?
No, I told you, I'm still banning myself from mobile games.
Free 2 weeks.
But at some point, I do want to consider it.
Hey man. I'm gonna just say it. I installed BlueStacks on my computer. I have Pokemon Pocket TCG available on my PC.
You are actually degenerate scum.
I can crack packs on stream.
Okay, I know why people do watch us though. One of the biggest things that they watch us for what we read.
Oh, true.
And now
We read?
yes, we
we're
read.
literate?
Yes, we do.
I will say I've read some comments that argue that we're not literate. So
You know what?
just want to double check.
I feel like that's just relatable
That's true.
because some people have trouble remembering things. I have trouble remembering names.
Literacy is dropping in America.
Yeah, in
by the way.
America, less and less people can read, and we're at the forefront of our cultural revolution
Mhm.
right here,
Right here.
on Fake Fans.
Mm-hmm. Downfall of America.
Yeah.
Starting with one fake fans episode at a time.
It's actually great because while this book wasn't for you, I did have something that I wanted to
Sorry, I'm just really excited
I
right
thought
now.
you would want to read. Is called you.
Oh,
can
this
read it.
one. Goku Raku Gai, I think. Yeah,
So
Goku Raku Gai.
this has been pretty popular in a lot of circles, and the main reason it's popular is, can you show the girl?
Yeah, so
She is her design peak.
peak.
She is super
Super peak. Super peak.
awesome. And I was like, Peter would love this design.
I love the
have
design.
I have never read this.
I've read 10 chapters.
Well, it's now you have a physical hard copy. You,
Mm-hmm.
you have. Anyways, I've started this thing ever since last season. We were like, oh, no one really reads anymore in terms of like it has physical copies. We all read on our phones, and I thought it'd be nice where when we have guests or just by ourselves, we're like, maybe we bring out a couple volumes. So I have some stuff prepared, not only for this
Thank you,
episode but
Scarra.
future episodes where I bring a little paperback.
I do miss having
Yes,
paper
reading
copies.
from
Yeah.
your hand is definitely a different experience.
I will remember. This might be too hardcore of a story, but I will remember that I borrowed one of my brother's volumes of a manga when I was very young.
Yeah.
And I creased the spine, and he beat my ass. And then I never creased the spine ever again.
Well, yeah. Why the fuck would you do that?
Well, I was like fucking 8 years old.
And he learned a valuable lesson that day.
I learned a valuable lesson with his fists.
Yeah. You
So, yeah.
know what? I'm never that.
We do not condone
Yeah,
domestic violence
violence.
at Fake Fans, just to be clear. I'm just sharing a personal experience. But yeah, like I actually really miss having physical volumes. Oh my God. This actually, you just reminded me that after I left for college,
Yeah.
I came back home for my freshman year and my mom gave away like 60 volumes of manga that I owned to like the local library or some shit.
And the kids probably loved it.
They probably did love my secondhand copies of Love Hina, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was a very true. I remember I was so fucking mad. I had like the entire collection of what was it like? I had a fuck ton of Naruto,
Yeah.
Bleach,
Yeah.
Love Hina,
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist. I had do you know Sergeant Keroro? It's about like alien frogs. It's like a
I was gonna say Carol sounds like a frog thing.
yeah. It's like a old.
I never heard of that.
It was a pretty old like comedy like frog alien sci-fi thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it was cute though. But there was that. I don't know. She gave that shit away like easy. She didn't even think like she's like, you don't read it. And I was like, it's because they're meant to be collected, Mom. But yeah, I do miss having.
You've been a
physical volumes.
collector ever since, and like now you can start with this.
Yeah, this is actually the first like volume of like a physical manga I've had in like 10 years, maybe longer.
Ooh.
So thanks, Scarra. I appreciate that.
You know
Nice.
what? That's what I'm
I
here
will
for.
say I think the story for this is pretty mid though, overall. But she is nice to look at.
Oh God, I gave you.
Okay, so the main
I
reason
gave you eye candy.
the main issue that I have with this manga is like from what the chapters I read, I like when a character becomes stronger. Like they go from weak to strong.
Oh,
These characters are kind of just like
it's like
a set level of power, and they just kind of like go through different trials.
Oh, it's like a Hellsing where like these already starts OP.
Sort of. Okay. Admittedly, I've only read like 10-ish chapters. From what I remember, I felt it was like a little dull just because like they're just like kind of dealing with these cases essentially.
Okay.
So the art's really fucking good though, and I'm down to give it another shot. But like, yes, she is peak design. I agree. She is 100% my anime mommy type.
Yes. Same.
Same. Nice,
Peak design.
dude. It's the glass is real. Okay, cigarettes. Fuck. I'm
Not-
so sad that cigarettes are so bad for your
Yes,
health because
'cause they
aesthetically
look-
they are so cool.
Smoking is fucking cool. I'm not kidding. Look, I know what Dare did for this country, but honestly, we set back our aura like
Dude, vapes have no aura. Vapes have zero aura. I'm sorry, Fan. When people suck out of an astronaut and have their cocoa butter, whatever flavor shit, like aesthetically, it doesn't look that cool.
And it's not cool when people say I'm a Papa Zins right now. Like no one fucking thinks that's awesome, man. But
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Cigarettes, don't worry about it. Cigarettes, fucking badass.
Cigarettes, awful, terrible for your health, terrible for like literally one of my least favorite things about Las Vegas is the fact that people smoke everywhere.
I have weak lungs, and every time I'm around smokers, it damages my lungs. But my God, do I see them outside talking to each other like a cult? And I'm like, that's cool. They make friends like that.
Yeah, they look cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, and like you've practiced emotions where like, I've done that before. You've never done that?
Well, admittedly, I used to smoke in college.
Oh, well,
at parties.
Like I would just practice I've never done it.
Yeah,
I've just practiced the
I was a social smoker in college. Like, so at college parties, like outside, like we would just like smoke cigarettes. And thankfully, I'm really glad that my dumb fucking ass never developed a nicotine habit as a result. Like I was able to just like only smoke at parties.
It's weird. Like for me, like I have somewhat an addictive personality, but like all the stuff that I've tried has never been like I've liked or I've been addicted to. Like a good example is just like even stuff as simple as weed.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like it that much. And I've tried it here and there, but like I'm just whatever.
I'm assuming that you just don't like how it feels that much.
Yeah, and then I've tried like anything that's not alcohol, and even a lot of alcohols. I'm like, where it's like, hopefully I don't drink that much anymore. But like, there's all these allegations that I'm like a heavy drinker, but it just sucks because when someone sees me drink, the conversation always leads to, wait, when's the last time you drank? And it's like, well, it was last week. But it's only because whenever I drink out in public, it'll be like, that's the only time I drink,
Yeah, his drinking is very public.
Yeah, when I'm at Alcoholics Anonymous and I'm telling the story exactly like it is, okay, they would say, oh, thank you, Scarra, for standing up and talking about that.
Yeah,
and I'm not really getting that kind of affirmation from you over here.
Hey, all I'm saying is you're trying your best, and we appreciate that. Just please stop bringing out the belt. That's all. That's it. That's all. Simply that.
Well, I've presented you with this.
Thank you.
Which I have never touched, but I will probably start reading to see.
It is really funny that you bought me a volume of something you've never read. Yeah, that's really funny.
Well, I just thought the design of the main girl is so good that you would like it.
Yeah, no, I mean she's great.
It's funny because you've already read it, parts of it.
Yeah, no, it's good. Well, the thing is, like, I love the aesthetic of volumes of manga just like side by side on like a bookshelf.
No, I think bookshelves should come back.
I actually freed up a lot of space in my stream room because I sold my bed. So okay, wait, sorry. That sounds weird because it sounds like I don't have a bed. So me, Anita, and I share a bed. We have like a shared bedroom. Okay. And then in my stream room, I had a second bed that was like we just had an extra bed because I moved my bed in when I moved in.
Oh, and now you wanted more space.
Yeah, I just wanted more space, and like hardly anyone was using that bed anyway.
And
so we finally sold
it's good to separate like where you sleep and where you stream. I don't do that, but it's good to do that.
Yeah. So well, I mean, I never like literally that bed was only good for me throwing shit on top of it. So
okay,
I think I might finally get like a bookshelf and just like have like manga volumes they collect. But like also like me and Anita were like, oh, we should probably buy a home first before we fucking buy more volumes of physical manga.
Me and you both, man. My mom wants a house. Anita, and you want a house?
Can your mom buy me a house?
Bro, my mom, I'm worried. My mom is the type of mom who like you're worried that she's gonna get scammed by a telemarketer.
Oh yeah,
like that's my mom, and so I'm just like, but somehow she makes it through life, like very positive and like go lucky, but like you're constantly worried for her in any given situation.
Like she's too pure for this world.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's my mom.
I see. Yeah.
And so like I got enough stress on my life. She can't do that.
That's fair. All right. So you got me this volume. Are you gonna try reading this?
Yeah.
I'm really interested what your take on this series.
Okay.
Because like I don't know if I'm just way too picky.
No, like I think it's nice to be picky. I have it's been a month. And in that last month, I've read a ton. And I'm assuming you've also read a ton.
I've been reading a lot of garbage. So much garbage.
Well, that's crazy because I wouldn't do that.
You know Remy's brother in Ratatouille? I'm him. I'm the little fucking rat just like
that's weird that you would garbage. Take my job. Yeah. That's my job on this podcast.
There is one series though that I've been talking about since we went on break. Like I've been talking about it with my stream, and I fucking love it. It is so good.
Is it what I think you're about to say? Say it.
Okay. Well, The name of the series is The Maid's 3-Star Cuisine in Another World. I Used Real Life Dishes to Become a Palace Sensation. Full title.
Oh, you're reading.
It's isekai.
Really trash.
It's isekai. No, but the thing is, hear me out. It's really,
hear
me out.
So
hear me
all
out,
of a sudden, wait. Now it's roles reversed.
Yeah.
Now I get. Oh, okay. No, please go ahead, Scarra. Why is this isekai different and better?
Because it's fucking funny.
Right. Okay. Explain the premise.
So the premise is this girl gets transported to another world,
Yeah.
a fantasy world,
Yeah.
as a maid.
Yeah.
Or no, she's not a maid yet. So she's in this fantasy world, and she loved food in her life as a like office worker in Japan, and she had like a interest in like cooking essentially. But none of the food in the fantasy world is that good. And turns out that her weird cooking style in this fantasy world gets the attention of the prince, and she gets basically hired to be part of the royal maid kitchen thing where they cook snacks for the king or for the prince.
So I've actually read two stories that are like exactly what you said, but keep going.
Okay, so the thing that really distinguishes this series for me from like other isekai, like even cooking isekai, which is like a niche within a niche, is it's really fucking funny. Like, you know how real estate developer, their style of humor, it's like that. It's like the humor of like the way the character depicts herself, like the faces, just the jokes. Oh god, it's so good. It's so fucking funny. And I just was not expecting it to be that good, because what happened is I'm using a new reading app called it's from Kodansha. It's really bad. K-Manga.
Okay.
So K-Manga is Kodansha's like legal manga reading app, and it's terrible. I'm sorry, Kodansha. Like, it fucking sucks because it's a free manga reading app.
Us.
It's a free manga reading app, right? That has 3 tiers of reading essentially. There are the chapters that are free. That always will be free, no matter what.
Okay.
There are the chapters that are free if you have enough free chapter unlock tokens, and you get like 2 or 3 free chapter unlock tokens a day. Okay. Otherwise, if you're out of those tokens, you have to pay a currency per chapter that you have to pay for.
You know what?
You know, like Webtoon?
Yeah.
It's like Webtoon.
No, this is how they do like Chinese wuxia.
Yeah.
Well.
But also, you could bulk buy the chapters of a series for a discount so that it's cheaper. But also what pisses me off is that sometimes there are certain series where they release part of a chapter at a time.
Like
it'll be like chapter 46, part 1, chapter 46, part 2, chapter 46, part 3.
I already get upset when I have updates that's like, it's like chapter 7.1 and then 7.2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 6. I'm like, bro, there's like 4 pages of update.
No, actually, that's like some of these chapter updates are like 8 pages long, and it fucking tilts the fuck out of me.
Okay.
But I just deal with it because there are a lot of series that are now published in the US legally because of Kodansha that like are no longer available like legally elsewhere, or like they're just, you know, like how it's kind of like a gray area thing where like if there's no legal English publication, a lot of scanlation sites will pick them up, translate them, and then drop the scanlation once it gets picked up. That's like generally how it goes. A lot of scanlation sites will be like hella illegal and continue scanlating for shit that like has a technical legal publication, because a lot of times when series get picked up for US publication, they're like hella behind. They're super fucking behind. So people don't want to wait. But yeah, like this, I will say that this app has made me find a lot of series that I was like wondering like, whoa, where the fuck did it go? Because I really like Blue Period, right?
Yeah.
Blue Period is on K-Manga.
Oh.
Blue Period's on K-Manga.
I thought they just stopped updating.
Alia sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Also on K-Manga.
That is a title that you just fucking made up here.
Wait, you know that's like one of the hot like romance anime of the current season, right?
Really?
I'm not even kidding. And it's pretty good. It's like pretty wholesome. Well, wholesome. It's fluffy.
Okay.
Listen, I'm the romance guy here, okay?
You are.
Listen,
you are
I also fuck with Blue Box.
I thought I was the isekai guy, and all of a sudden I'm losing my job.
Yeah, you got nothing here. You better fucking get your shit together. Find a niche, kid. But yeah, like there's a lot of shit. Like Shangri-La Frontier is also on here. So K-Manga actually has like a lot of isekai garbage, but it has a lot of series that are like pretty popular. Like Tower Dungeon, you know, like
that's where
Tower Dungeon is also on K-Manga. Wisteria, Wand and Sword, also on K-Manga. So a lot of these series that aren't that are pretty popular, but that aren't under like the Shueisha
Yeah.
like Shonen Jump label are found on this app now.
That's
And that's why I use the app. And like the thing is, I would not recommend this to anyone else because the way that they structure this shit is like pretty predatory, in my opinion. Like I like how Webtoon does it, where it's just like, oh, vast majority of chapters are free, but like the last 4 or 5 chapters, like you either have to wait till they're free or like you pay for it.
Yeah.
That like I don't love that, but that's better. The whole like 3 tiers of reading, fuck that.
That's
I hate
weird.
that. I hate that shit.
That's weird.
So that's why I don't like it. But it does have a lot of series that like I was like, oh, like was wondering where the fuck this went. Like for example, backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. My party tried to kill me, but thanks to an infinite gacha, I got level 9,999 friends, and I'm out for revenge.
I read that.
I'm reading that. That's also on here.
I legit am fully caught up, and I read that.
Not gonna lie,
updated.
I really like the series because
it's not that bad.
I like power fantasies, and it's a pretty fucking
really
good power fantasy.
Not that bad.
It's a really satisfying power fantasy series.
It's like a power fantasy revenge series.
Yeah. So
you are
I'm deep in it.
Deep into
I'm
my
deep
turf.
in it, dude.
Soon as the titles start getting like, I don't know how else to say this.
Paragraphs.
Yeah. Then I'm like, oh, he's in there.
Oh, another one I've been reading. I'm a curse crafter and I don't need an S rank party. That one's pretty good too. I think the art is good.
Okay.
The art's pretty good, and also it's dumb. It's dumb, but I like it. So, yeah. I also have. Oh, they have The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. If you're into romance, that's the one with like the delinquent kid, the delinquent looking kid. It's like the Romeo and Juliet story, sort of.
Are they the one with the schools next to each other?
Yes.
I read this. I unironically have read.
Also on K manga.
I'm going into your turf with that one.
Hey, yeah, dude, fucking romance is it, bro. Blue Box has been blowing up lately because of the anime.
Oh yeah.
And I'm really happy for that author in the
Right.
series because like I always thought Blue Box was pretty niche because like it's very chill. It's very chill for a romance. I will say some of the more recent chapters are kind of like, whoa, what the fuck? They're like really kind of deep. Like there's some pretty shitty people in this series. But overall, I think it's really good. And I think if you like the main pair, you'll like the series a lot.
Okay.
So there is that.
Wow, you just keep going.
I've been into shit.
The funniest thing is like, I am reading a bunch of trash, but like I don't really want to bring any of them to the board because you've already brought some of the trash.
No, bring
here.
it, dude.
No.
We've been on a long break. People want a long episode.
No. You don't understand. I have only one thing to bring, and it's the thing that I am most excited to share with the class.
Okay.
There is a manga called Kaihan Wizards. It has 9 chapters right now.
How fucking dare you? First of all,
and it is good.
Kaihan Wizards.
Kaihan Wizards. It's hella good. Like I am immediately like, oh, what an interesting world. First of all, I love the idea of magical witchcraft, wizards, sorcerers, stuff like that. The way they introduce this world is there's one of the 7 greatest sorcerers in the world finds a kid in his garden. Okay, the kid has no memories, and he starts to regain his memories as the story develops. You start to really flesh out like the entire story where this super strong sorcerer has never had a disciple before, maybe considering picking up this kid who fell into his garden. Recently, there's been a global event, a global disaster. An entire country disappeared. And you start to find out maybe it's because of the kid. Why was he the one who made it disappear? It's very interesting. All the 7 like sages or whatever have their own elements, of course, and they all have their own like I guess they're hinted at like quirks. And so I think it's very, very promising.
Okay.
And it's one of the most exciting things that I've read recently.
Would you be so bold as to say that this series will get an anime one day? Like I made this bet about
Ichi the Witch.
Ichi the Witch. And now I'm not so sure.
I don't think it's that good.
I think it's good, but not nearly as good as I thought it would be. And I'm kind of bummed out about it, to be honest.
This is like you're building up a story to be potentially good. And I'm not willing to really throw it out there into the ring of will get an anime, which is crazy because like some parts of this I'm just like, holy shit, that is That is cool.
Okay.
That is
I still
fucking
think Ichi
cool.
the Witch is very good, but it's not like it's not blowing me away with each chapter the way
The-
Dandadan did.
The way that I see stuff I read is like, what am I most excited to read every week? And it's stuff has not changed in a month. So for people who don't know, I'm very much like a action shonen guy, and I will read the things that most kind of like interest me, or things like Return of Mount Sect, the best Muram updating thing ever, and then, or at least currently, and then the next thing is Pick Me Up. Those two,
Dude,
every
Pick Me Up is so good.
every time they update, I'm like, wow, great, phenomenal, super good. I'm very happy.
Pick Me Up is so good.
And
I think Pick Me Up will get an anime one day.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I'm just shocked that it's like
so good.
the quality is like just never dropping.
Yeah.
But I try to have things like kind of interfere or interject with that, and I haven't found many. This one is one that like I'm excited to read every week, and I'm like, holy shit! I'm not here to bring trash. I'm here to bring treasure. I found.
Don't fucking look at me like
I found maybe. I'm not saying I found the One Piece, but maybe like.
Do you think this will be as good as Dandadan to you?
Hell no. Okay, Dandadan is like a fucking
Are we okay?
Gem.
Dandadan is as good as we think it is, right? We're not like
I think
huffing the gas.
There's some arcs where you're like
a little slower than others.
It's a little slower, or like you're just not really like, some of the characters are like reoccurring. Like the characters turn into recurring characters here and there, right? Sometimes there's some characters that you don't like, or some bosses that don't end up being great. But overall, I think it's phenomenal. I think it's not even just phenomenal. It's been phenomenal for years. It's something where like you could just be like, the source material is incredible. There's no way they could fuck up this anime. Is almost what I said about Tower of God. But I would say that it's much slower, and the art's not as good.
People are not very happy.
And the studio that adapted it is not doing a great job.
Yeah, I'm just really okay. What I've noticed, I'm really glad that Dandadan doesn't have a Mineta, like a short pervy character.
Yes.
Like there's the closest thing that they have is the nerd with the glasses, but even then, I don't think he's nearly as obnoxious as like the obnoxious characters in other series.
The idea of needing a comedy foil is fine. Like, it's cool. Series have done it well, but I think it's better to have the characters be more nuanced, or like have their own, not just be like a perv. You know, I think that makes it a lot. At least for me, makes it a lot cooler.
I hate like people that are just blatant perverts, and that's just like their personality trait. Like that's just
agreed.
It just fucking annoys me.
But I think this is the only thing I wanted to bring.
Kaihen Wizards.
I'm not. You were like, Ichi the Witch is the thing, and I'm like,
okay, listen. I still think it has potential. I still think it's good.
Okay.
But it is a little slower than I want it to be. It's very slay though. I think the art is still like incredible.
I'm gonna go ahead and say something. I think the direction that they went with that is not interesting. And I think I'm very, very, very worried for the future of that.
I think there's promise, but yeah, I know what you mean. I think I'm not going to completely write it off. I still enjoy reading it week by week, but it just doesn't like pull me the way the first chapter did.
And I'm going to throw another thing on the table. I usually come here with isekai trash. And again, I'm coming here with something a little different. Jinrui Shoku. This?
Oh shit. Yes.
So
that series is actually really fucking weird, but I like it.
It's a very weird series. Let me tell you how I first found out.
What's the premise first? Oh wait, that first.
Mi Young, a friend near, she was like, "Hey, you should read this. I think this is cool." Gave it to me when it had 2 chapters, and I was like, "Are you fucking? You're like a weirdo. You're fucking stupid or something. Why would you ever give someone something with 2 chapters or 1 chapter?" And I forgot about it. Just dropped it. And then as I was looking through stuff, last week I picked it up and I read 40 chapters to its updating, and it is very unique. It's a story about how like essentially people take over. A kid had someone take over his mom's body. It's like 2 kids. It follows the story of 2 kids. They're friends. One of the kids' mom's bodies got taken over by something. You don't know what it is. You eventually find out that it's kind of like a ghost. It's like a ghost/alien story about people's bodies getting possessed. And as the plot develops, it's like a much bigger thing than you'd imagine. It's not just his mom. It's multiple people's parents, multiple areas. It's an entire like group of people who are trying to do this. It's very different. It's very out there. I don't know if it's gonna end up being something great, but I read 40 chapters and I like unique and novel. Like I guess horror stories. It's definitely more on the lines of like it's more gruesome or horror.
Oh, it's like pretty it's pretty viscerally
Yes.
like gory in a way that I was not expecting for like two like kids, you know? But it's good.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it. The first chapter, you'll find this out. Like someone's eyeball gets removed, like just straight up.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what the heck is going on? It's two kids, and there's an eyeball gone, and a mom. What is happening?
Yeah.
And so it's definitely something that I thought was gonna be more toward the horror aspect, and then it went more
It's like a detective
way. And I don't hate it. I'm just really interested to see kind of where it goes.
I like it. Is very different from anything else that I've read in a long time.
Yes. So
And it's good.
those are the two things I've been like, okay, you know what? That's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I actually thought that I haven't read that series in a while. I think I like read it when I had like it had like 5 chapters or something like that. But it's got an interesting premise. I don't think it'll grip everyone though. It's pretty niche.
I definitely feel
But I think it's good. If you like supernatural horror adjacent thrillers, I think that's not a bad one.
Yeah.
I do. Okay. Romance guy chiming in here real quick.
Yeah.
I do. Okay. So I'm not always the biggest fan of body swap, like as a genre.
Yeah.
But there is a series called Hope You're Happy Lemon that I actually find to be very charming. This is one that Anita actually got me back into because like when I first started reading, I was like, oh, it's kind of whatever. Basically the premise is this guy had a girlfriend. I believe this is the opening premise. I might be a little bit off here. He had a girlfriend that basically said, "Oh, I've been cheating on you. I cheated on you a fuck ton of times." And then like he was like kind of traumatized by like women and relationships like ever since. And then later on in life, he like runs into her again kind of randomly. I think it's through college. And then one day they find out that they swap bodies. And then there's just like all these other antics involved. There's like a love triangle, things like that. And I actually find all the characters to be very likable. Even the girl that allegedly cheated on him. I think it's hinted at. Okay, hear me out. I haven't read this in a few weeks because like, it's been a while since like
sounds like a cuck story, but okay.
No. So I think it's hinted. I think it's like hinted at, or like it's actually maybe straight up told. I don't think she ever actually cheated on him. And then she's always had feelings for him.
Or do you feel like it's Anita's way of telling you she's maybe interested in exploring something new?
This might be the last episode of Fake Fans, just so you guys know. If I reach across the table and throttle Scarra, we might have editors. You know what to do. So, okay. But yeah. So it's really cute. I think the characters are well written, and it's like an enjoyable story. And like the body swapping element is interesting.
Okay.
And on top of that, another romance adjacent story. It's called Monochrome Days. It's about 2 office workers that kind of like gave up on life. And then it turns out that one of them is actually, so the main guy is just like a dude who really enjoys drawing, but he's just like an office worker and he has no aspirations or anything like that.
Okay.
And then there's another office worker lady who also like, she's like kind of like the office worker that everyone looks up to, really responsible. She's kind of seen in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
But it turns out she's an aspiring manga artist.
Oh.
And she also notices that he loves to draw, and he is the type of person, he really likes drawing backgrounds.
Which is perfect.
Because they like complement each other. And then, they basically pair up and decide to write manga together.
That's cool.
And it's just like a nice little story. I like it. It's good. Yeah.
Would you ever write a manga with someone?
Hell no.
Like, okay, you're not responsible for drawing. You're responsible for like
creating a story,
helping, create the story.
I don't even know where I would start with the creative writing process. Like, if someone were to tell me to write a story right now, I don't know. I don't have like any sort of discipline or like I have no guideline to be like, oh, where do I start from? You know what I mean? That shit would be fucking hard. I have a lot of respect for people who are just able to like write fiction.
Yeah, I think it must be so easy to fall into tropes because like you grew up reading all these tropes, right?
Yeah.
I would start at isekai. People already have the expectation that it's going to be trash.
What's your isekai? What would be your isekai?
You introduce the main character, and then you kill him.
Okay, that's crazy.
And
though.
then
Crazy.
then the actual isekai protagonist is his dog.
Huh?
Exactly. You never saw it coming.
Huh?
They'll be so shocked they'll keep reading.
The isekai protagonist is the dog?
Yeah.
Like he is born into a new life as a dog?
Yeah.
Wait, I've read this before.
Not that one. Not the one that finished. That one, not good.
Not good. Because I'm you
Well, you
You've
told
read
me
it?
you read it.
I haven't read it.
You told me you read
I read the last chapter. That was fucked up. I can't believe I read the last chapter. Oh my god. I think I suppressed those memories as a trauma response, and now I'm bringing them back up. Oh god, she was really gonna fuck that dog.
And that's what
Oh,
that's the emotion I need my readers to go through.
Why did you have to say you'd be reborn as a dog? What the fuck is wrong with you?
You can bring up cats and I can't bring up other animals. That's crazy.
Me talking about oh god, I don't even want to recontextualize what you're saying with my cat. Ah, fuck! I can't look at my cats the same way. I'm putting out my cats for adoption. Jesus fucking Christ.
And
anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back for episode 25 of the Fake Fans Podcast, season 2.
yeah, I don't know what happened this episode. I don't know what to do with my hands. So I'm sorry if you're watching and you're seeing me going like fucking doing jutsu signs over here. I apologize. I'm like doing this. I'm doing. I don't know.
Listen,
what I'm doing.
for some reason I'm sitting on a couch now.
Yeah.
And like my ass is sinking into the I have to sit in perfect posture or else like I look like a child at the kids.
Yeah,
at the adult
he's doing some core stuff over there. But thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna try to go back to being a weekly or at least bi-weekly podcast.
Yeah.
And hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah. See you guys.
See you guys later.